Good afternoon, everybody. Maayong hapon sa inyo tanan. Visayas, I am Shyla and I will be one of your hosts for today. I am also one of the mainstay hosts of Hakbang Pilipinas, where we co-create digital events by humanizing virtual experiences to help people feel and stay connected. And of course, today I am joined by my partner.
Hi, I'm Nix. Good afternoon sa inyong lahat. I'm from Juicebox. We are the group who has been handling Brightly for the last 5 years now, and we'd like to welcome you all to the first virtual caravan for Visayas and Mindanao. And before we start, gusto lang namin sana ihingin sa inyo lahat to subscribe sa mga social media pages natin in Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter.
Ayan. And of course, guys, I know a lot has been happening for the past couple of weeks, in fact, couple of months, but we are so glad that you all took the time to join us today. We hope that you're all staying safe wherever you are, especially after what's happened over the past couple of days, because we just want to bring you some updates about this year's Brightleaf Agriculture Journalism Awards. For any comments, or questions, just type them in the Facebook Live comments down below. Or if you are watching us through this platform, please just use the following format: your name, your publication, and your question or comment. Put them in the chat box rather, and we will get back to you later on in the program. So let's begin, shall we? So guys, you know, kabalo mo tanan, that the agriculture industry feeds our nation, and they have been going through a very challenging year so far. As if it wasn't very challenging enough with this pandemic, we have the floods and we had the storms that happened a couple of days ago. So it has been very challenging indeed for their sector. So the Brightleaf Agriculture Journalism Awards champions the positive mindset that will enable all of us to face the changing future with that well-known Filipino trait called resilience. Nix?
Yes, and Brightly has since been here since 2007, who has honored those whose words and images have brought to light the issues of the agriculture sector. And now, let's have a quick look back with this video.
We are here tonight. To once again honor and recognize the best and the brightest in the field of agricultural journalism.
Launching a journalism awards to give back to our industry and at the same time to encourage excellence and improvement in our craft. Agriculture, especially if you focus on developmental journalism, you can encourage our government, our farmers, the industry to improve on their sector and in effect contribute to national development.
Media plays a very critical role in being able to change the narrative of farming and agriculture in our country. We must be able to move away from the old paradigms, place agriculture front and center.
Ayan. So Brightleaf Agriculture Journalism Awards is already on its 14th year in honoring and celebrating the important work of you guys, our agricultural journalists. So, kayo yan. So who wouldn't want to be part of this prestigious winners list, right?
Yes, tama yun, Shaila. And napakadali to be part of this list. Ano bang requirements natin? One, you just have to be a professional Philippine journalist who's 18 years old and above. And also free to para to join, so no entry fee at all. Plus, yung mga yung mga entries natin para maging qualified should have been published between September 1 of 2019, that's last year, to January 30 of next year, 2021.
Yes, and naapod tayong mga lain na categories na. So we have very different categories. So we've also added to our prize list to make it more exciting. So basin wala pa makabalo, we also have Agriculture Story of the Year, Agriculture Photo of the Year, Tobacco Story of the Year, Tobacco Photo of the Year. And syempre, naatay prizes para sa mga ana. And the prizes are 50,000 pesos in cash, a 13-inch MacBook, a trophy, and an Asian trip. So we also have Best Agriculture TV Program or Segment, Best Agriculture Radio Program or Segment, and of course, that also has a cash prize of 50,000 pesos in cash, an iPad, a trophy, and a nation chip. Mura gusto ko na sumali, Nix. Ano ba?
O nga, malay mo, pwede rin tayo manalo, no? Oops, di tayo journalist. Okay. So, some other categories pa, no? The Best Agriculture News Story, both for national and regional. Best Agricultural Feature Story, again, for both national and regional. Best Online Story. And lastly, Best Story in Tobacco Product Alternatives. And like sa mga unang mga categories natin, may prizes din to, which are 20,000 cash, an iPad, a trophy, and of course, the Asian trip.
Ayan. And naatay mga special awards sad. So for those of you in Visayas, we do have special awards. It's called the Oriental Leaf Award. It is given to those who have won a total of 5 Bright Leaf Awards in any category. So an Oriental Leaf awardee will be welcomed, syempre, to the elite group of Hall of Famers, and they will also get a trophy and a 13-inch MacBook.
Yeah, so malay nyo, yung mga laging suki natin dyan, baka this year, maging part na kayo ng Oriental Leaf group natin. So, hope for the best. Okay? So, sa mga na-mention namin kanina ni Shaila ng mga categories, gusto lang namin i-highlight yung dalawang pinakabago natin awards. The first one, which is the Best Online Story for News and Features. So, nag-start lang to 2 years ago sa special award. It is now part of our regular categories na sobrang dami sumasali since na nag-start in 2018.
Yes, because a lot of people are going online, diba, Nix? So it's important to get news from legitimate online sources though. So please guys, sa mga mo appeal diha, no? Make sure that your entries are published by reputable online news sites, or blogs, but no fly-by-night or fake news sites allowed.
Yes, bawal fake news. Alam natin, usong-uso ngayon yan.
Oo.
And also, no, don't forget to have your entry certified by the online editorial head ng publication nyo.
Ayan, napaka-importante niyan, guys. So they need to know that you are joining also this awards, no? So, and syempre may bago din tayo, the Best Story in Tobacco Product Alternatives. This naman reimagines tobacco use for the future. So this is also open to both news and feature stories. So alam natin, there's going to be a lot of entries, kabalotaana, to these new categories. As a cash prize, we'd like to give you 20,000 pesos in cash, a trophy, an iPad, and of course, an Asian chip. These prizes await you guys, our winners.
Yes. No. So guys, please, we do really encourage you sumalag sa bagong categories na yung dalawa because malay natin doon tayo manalo talaga. So, like I've been mentioning kanina pa yung mga prizes natin. No? So how do we win yung mga prizes na to? So first, you want to show yung mga criteria for judging natin sa different mediums. The first one is for print. So for the criteria, we have relevance, impact, and objectivity are all for 25%. Research and style, 10%. Research is 15%, I'm sorry, and style is for 10%. For photos, composition and relevance is 40%, while creativity and impact are both 30%. Lastly, for TV and radio, relevance and impact are both 30%, while objectivity and research again are at 20%.
Ayan. And of course, a common part of the criteria, if you guys noticed, across all mediums is relevance. I don't know if you guys guessed that. So the more connected your stories are to our current situation, better. So I know that a lot has been going on. So we would love to see you guys highlighting these stories, because these are the stories that need to be heard, need to be seen by the Filipinos in order to really highlight the much overlooked agriculture sector. So please, i-highlight nato na, no? So I know it's a lot to take in. Even for me, it was a lot to take in, the Banix. But don't worry, because you will find out all the information that you need. Naa siya diha sa brightleafawards.com. And of course, for updates, you can also follow all our pages, because we are on all social media platforms, or we really try to be. So like and subscribe Brightleaf Awards on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. We're also on Twitter, so please follow us there. It's Brightleaf PH. And of course, guys, if you post anything, especially on Instagram or Facebook, please don't forget the hashtag Brightleaf, hashtag Brightleaf2020, and hashtag Brightleaf Awards when posting on social media, because we want to see them, and basin ganahan mi atong i-highlight na sa among pages sad, no? So again, for any questions, just type them in the Facebook Live comments below if you're watching us on Facebook and YouTube. And of course, you can also type them in the chat box below. Please don't forget to use the following format: your name, so for example, Shyla, my publication, Inquirer, kunyari lang, and then of course your question. And then we will include them in the Q&A later on.
Yeah, so guys, wag kayo mahihiya magtanong, because tayo-tayo lang naman nandito. And syempre, we want to be very clear to everyone para hindi naman sayang yung mga entries natin.
Tama yan.
Okay? So no, tapos na tayo sa criteria. Next, baka matanong nyo, sino yung magja-judge ng mga entries natin? So we do have a roster of judges, including some of the award-winning and respected peers nyo, from photojournalists, editors and broadcasters, and also we do have members of the academe from top universities.
Of course, and rounding out the list are agriculture and agribusiness experts, as well as respected public servants.
Yes. So now, on screen, you will actually be seeing some of our previous judges. Hindi lang namin pwede i-share right now kung sino yung mga magiging judges natin for this year, because we want to be fair to everyone. Meaning we don't want anyone reaching out to them para syempre to actually let them win, no? So we want to be very fair to everyone.
Yes. Tama yan. So, okay. So as you can see, we can also have a look at our winners over the years. We'll show them through the slides that's being shown to all of you right now. If you can look closely at them, inyong tanawon maayo, no? In the north, Baguio and La Union are leading. So you can also see that Manila has won a lot. Down south, naadiha ang Cebu, kung naatay mga Cebu journalists karon. And of course, Davao are also have strong contenders, no? So there's been winners, as you can see, from all across the Philippines. So when we say this is nationwide, this truly is nationwide. We did the Luzon leg a couple of weeks ago. This week is Visayas. And of course, soon we will be doing Mindanao as well, in order to create more noise and in order to encourage more journalists like yourselves to join us this year. So you have to be in it to win it, right? Who knows, guys? Yung mga naadili karon, your entry might be the one to score a win for your region this year.
Tama yun. So guys, wag kayo malay nyo, kayo maging representative ng region nyo. Ano yung bragging rights din yan, Shyla, if ever kayo mapili.
Yes.
Okay? So now, we'll be showing you actually sino yung mga past winners natin last year. So actually, if you can see now on our slide, very diverse siya. Several of them nga lang came from PDI. Business Mirror also, may mga winners galing sa kanila. And a couple of winners from GMA Network. Pero it doesn't mean naman sila lang palagi napili natin. Kasi actually, like mentioned nga kanina, we are being fair to actually to pick the mga winners. So later on, we'll actually find out more about that one.
Yes, this is true. We really want to see journalists from all across the Philippines. So please, ayaw maulaw na thinking na, the bigger cities lang ang pwede diha, or kana sila, mga big cities lang ilang pansinon. Dili. That's why we're doing this caravan, so that you guys can really feel that, no, we want you guys to join us, really. So please, go ahead and do so. Ayan, so moving on to the Oriental Leaf Awards. So the winner of this award are exceptional. It is given to those who have won a total of 5, guys, a total of 5 Brightleaf Awards in any category. So the winners automatically become part of the Brightleaf Hall of Fame. So I wonder if any of you watching us live this afternoon or any of you who is joining us in this platform, kung naabadiha ang new addition sa atong elite group this year.
Yes. Meron ba sa inyo dyan naka-4 na awards na? Malay nyo, ito yung year para maging part talaga kayo ng Oriental Leaf Hall of Fame. Okay? So kanina pa namin minimension yung mga prizes natin. And maybe ang sa mga pinaka-interesting dyan is yung Asian trip natin. So with that, we wanted to show you now ano yung mga pinuntahan natin countries through the years. Okay? So the winners are, yung mga pinupuntahan mga winners natin ay first, we went to Bali, Indonesia. Next, the following year, we went to Beijing, China. Next is Hanoi, Vietnam. Bangkok, Thailand. Taipei, Taiwan. And lastly, we went to Chiang Mai last 2018. So if you notice, no, last year we weren't able to travel yet. Alam naman natin yung situation ng lahat. So don't worry, pupunta pa rin naman yung mga winners natin dyan once safe na ang lahat.
Yan, hindi natin kayo nakalimutan for the Asian trip, no? Especially for the 2019 winners. So like what Nick said, once it's safe for everyone to fly again, we promise we're really gonna have that trip for you guys. So great news yan for us. I hope it's also great news for you guys watching us this afternoon.
Yes. So dagdag ko lang, no, yung mga winners natin for this coming Brightleaf, don't worry. Ipupursue pa din natin yung prize na yan na Asian trip. So huwag kayong mag-alala. Di namin kayo nakalimutan.
Ayan. So, up next, for the print.
So now, so let's say you have your print and or online piece na. Ano ba yung mga requirements natin? So right now, we'll be showing you one by one ano yung mga requirements.
Ayan. And of course, okay, along with the entry form, guys, we want to ask you guys to have a Word document version of your entry, okay? So you also need proof of publication, of course. So what you need to do is you need to scan a copy of your print entry or grab a screenshot. You know, everybody has a phone or a laptop. You can go ahead and do that, especially if it's online. Please, screenshot will suffice. If it is in a different dialect though, of course, naata karon with a Visayan journalist. So if it's in Visaya or another dialect, that's fine. But please do not forget to just send us the English translation as well.
Yes, very important yung English translation because yung mga judges natin might not necessarily understand yung local dialect natin. So important yan, huwag yung kakalimutan yan. Okay? So next, for the photo submissions. So also, aside sa entry form natin, kailangan nyo mag-submit ng soft copy ng JPEG format in a size of 12 by 18 inches. Again, soft file yan.
Ayan. And of course, please also send in a scanned copy of the published file, but make sure it doesn't have your name on it. So kung naaman diha, no, please erase it. Or it also should not have any watermarks. Nix, why is this?
Yes. So very important yan. No? Na-mention namin kanina, how do we make sure fair to mga to? Kasi you might not know kung sino yung mga judges, pero paano kung yung judges kilala yung mga peers natin?
Oh.
So ito yung pinaka-importante. In all categories actually, we will be asking you to remove your name on it, i-block out your erasure, whatever, kasi mga watermarks, para syempre, maging fair to with everyone.
Yes.
So next, we go to radio and TV entries. So similarly, along with the entry form, please have a Word document transcription ready, mean naka-transcribe yung segment nyo. Again, include English translation if hindi siya naka-local dialect. So na-mention naman natin kanina yan kung bakit siya importante.
Yan. And syempre guys, there's no minimum or maximum length. It could be a couple of paragraphs to a whole page, pero just submit the actual segment. No, sorry, so I mean minutes. We're talking in minutes if you guys are submitting videos naman. But just please submit the segment and not the entire show, okay?
Yes, because actually, ang i-base naman natin yung judging is the segment nyo.
So ayan, important talaga yon na yun lang, nagkaka-technical difficulties tayo minsan, but that's okay. So of course, we also want you guys
MP4 or AVI format.
Ayan, nawala ka Nix kanina. So ulitin ko lang yung sinabi ni Nix, just in case, send in the TOA as proof of airing in either MP3, MP4, or AVI formats. And of course, lastly, please don't forget the station manager's authorization letter. Magpaalam tayo.
Yes, yes. Important yan, no? Always magpaalam because actually, baka pagka kinontak namin sila, hindi sila sure, we might have to go back to you again.
Yes.
So, what's next? Once ready na lahat to, Shaila, anong gagawin nila?
Yes, if all of those are ready, there are 3 ways that you guys can submit. We wanted to make this easy for everyone else. You can submit via the Brightleaf Agriculture Journalism Awards website, which you can see right now. That's brightleafawards.com. You can also submit it through the Brightleaf Secretariat's email, secretariat@brightleafawards.com. Or kung gusto nyo snail mail, no problem. You want to do it old school, that's completely fine with us. You can send them off to this address that we are showing you right now. You don't have to take note of it. If you don't want to, you can take a screen capture. If it's easy for you, that's fine. But all this information we will have available for you.
Yeah, so lahat ng information naman na minimension namin kanina pa nasa website lahat yan. So please, feel free to visit us on www.brightleafawards.com. And also, if meron kayong clarification, baka may hindi kami na-tackle ni Shaila during this virtual caravan, in the next slide, we'll be showing you mga details ng secretariat namin. So with this ones, actually, you can actually contact her through mobile. So we have both Globe and Smart. Also, kung landline preferred nyo, pwede din. Like mentioned, the website is there. All information are there. If you want to send an email, not just to send your entry to clarify stuff, pwede rin naman. And again, like Shaila mentioned, kung talagang gusto nyo snail mail, pwede natin gawin yan. Send nyo lang sa address na nakalagay ngayon sa screen natin.
Yes. So aside from the website, Brightleaf Agriculture Journalism Awards is also present across all online social media platforms. So please follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram for the latest news. Ayan, madami, super daming information. So I know that you guys might have some questions for us that we have not been able to answer through what we've shown this afternoon. What you guys can do, again, just a quick reminder for those of you who are watching us right now live on Facebook and YouTube, you just type them in the Facebook chat box, or in this platform that we're using right now, there is a chat box there. You just type it in. Our team will collate them and send them through us. Yeah. Do not forget to please follow the following format: your name, the publication, and your question. And we will try our very best to answer them. Kay daghan gyud atong na-share sa inyo tanan. But Nix, I am quite looking forward to what these guys have in store for us, especially because of what we're going through this year, right?
Yeah, sobrang, actually, personally, no, ang daming changes talaga nangyari in different adjustment ng everyone. So ako, pinaka nilook forward ko talaga is yung mga different kinds of entries, because every year we see a different topic, a different theme. So paano pa kaya ngayon with the pandemic, all the mga bagyo, ang dami nangyayari talaga. So very excited kami para makita ko yung klaseng entries meron kayo.
Okay. Actually, Nix, parang apart from being excited, I'm also quite scared. Feeling ko, maiiyak ako sa mga stories this year kasi iba to eh. What we're experiencing this 2020 is just like, I don't know. So we'd really love to see you, our journalists, just highlighting these stories that really need to be heard. We can't emphasize that enough because sometimes the stories just can't get to don't have the right platform sometimes, right? And can you imagine journalists, right, Nix? You have the power to put a spotlight on a sector that's often overlooked. So, grabe the stories. I can't wait. Yun talaga.
And actually kami naman din, excited kami to recognize you guys. Because we know how difficult it is to do your jobs right now. No? Frontliners din kayo eh. So very, very excited kami to recognize you guys. Na down the line, once may winners na kami, we would really love to send you all those prizes and eventually to recognize you by bringing you to that Asian trip. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so now actually we're waiting for some questions. But before that, no, baka may mga nahihiya magtanong. We just want to do a quick recap kung ano yung mga important information. So Shaila, sa mga dates natin, no, there are 3 dates actually ang pinaka-important. So which are these again?
Yes, correct. So baka na-miss, nyo lang, hindi nyo narinig kanina, our qualifying dates, no, or as to when the publication was published or shown, or also even the videos, no, as long as they were shown or published from September 1, 2019 of last year, okay, not this year, of last year, 2019, all the way up to January 30 of next year or in 2021.
Yes.
Next deadline?
Okay, so ito yung pinaka-important natin na date din is the deadline. So the deadline is January 31, 2021 of next year next year by 11:59 p.m. But please, we know naman tayo palagi, mahilig tayo mag last minute. But please do send it again. Please do send it in advance. You can actually start sending now, no? Para at least hindi na tayo mag-rush during the deadlines. Okay? And also, you can see on the screen actually mga different platforms natin to see all the information that you would need from the website, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and like also mentioned by Shaila kanina, no, if you are to post stuff about Brightleaf, please do tag us via hashtag Brightleaf, Brightleaf 2020, and Brightleaf Awards. So important yan para ma-take notice namin. Malay mo, ma-post din namin ulit sa Facebook page natin yan.
Yes,
Okay?
correct. And you can also send them to, again, our secretariat, no? Just in case, again, feel free to screen capture this if you would like, but you don't have to. But if you want to, we're not going to stop you. So her email is secretariat@brightleafawards.com. You may also contact her. No, you can text, call her. Globe, if you guys are using Globe, that's 0945-477-2035. And of course, we also wanted to make sure we are on Smart. That's 0961-691-4058. So we're still waiting in for questions kanang mga naadiha sa atong platform karon. Please don't be shy. Ayaw kaulaw. We want to put you live as well. Diba? Syempre,
Yes.
journalists kayo, usually behind the scenes. This is the time na let's put you on screen for everyone to see your wonderful faces and to just, diba, parang, siya pala yung nagsusulat, siya pala yung nag-highlight sa spotlight natin. Please, we encourage you to
Yeah.
ask your questions.
And actually, Shaila, no, not just questions. If you guys want to share something, pwede rin naman kung may comment kayo. If you have recommendations, because we've been doing Brightleaf and actually every year, may mga nakukuha kaming comments and suggestions from the journalists galing sa inyo and kino-consider namin sila. So please feel free to share those via Facebook. Type nyo lang siya sa comment box with the said format ni Shaila kanina. Here, if you are joining us in Zoom, please let our moderators know para mapakita namin yung feed nyo and you can ask your question actually live. Okay?
Ayan. So we're
Okay,
just going to
so-
give it a few minutes. That's fine. Kay basin maulaw pa mo, or maybe you're thinking about your questions. That's okay. Nix and I are just here. We're going to give
Yeah.
you guys a couple of minutes to just, process all the information that we've given you this afternoon. I know sometimes it feels like it's a lot, but again, we want to remind you guys of just your important and wonderful role highlighting the agriculture sector in the country, right? And we want those stories heard. So again, if you have questions, if you need clarifications, if perhaps the information was overwhelming and you still have things that you're unclear about, we're here. We're just waiting for you guys. We'll give it a
Yeah.
couple of minutes before we actually say goodbye.
Yeah, actually, Shaila, no, we were advised, I think, sa sobrang galing mo mag-present kanina, walang may tanong. I think it's very clear naman, no? So, right now, we are about, wait for a while. Okay, so we actually have a question.
Mhm.
Okay.
So yeah, and while Nix is checking the question as well, again, we would like to remind everybody that we are also doing the Mindanao leg next week, no? Or yeah, next week we'll give the dates. But if you do have journalist friends in Mindanao, please remind them that we are also doing this contest. If syempre basin ganahan mo kami lang, no? Ang kabalo, kitara. But of course, we want to share it because there are stories as well in Mindanao that we'd like to see highlighted or spotlighted. Nix, tell me if you're ready with your question and the answer. If not,
Okay, so actually we have a question here, no? From Sir Elmer Recuerdo. Sorry if I mispronounced that name, no? So yung question niya is regarding the Word file to submit. Is it the original copy or the edited version? So thanks for that question, no? So ang Word file na kailangan po na i-submit nyo is actually yung two things yon, the direct translation and the original file. So again, so if it's a file na hindi local dialect, local dialect nyo pala, please submit both yung original file nyo, original entry, and yung translated na.
Mm-mm.
Okay?
Ayan. Saka basta nag-alam sa editor nyo, ayan, pwede din yan, no? Tapos please don't forget to just take out your names as well or any watermark. That way, our judges will be fair in their process as well. Para just in case they know you, then there's no bias towards you as well. Again, we are open for more questions, but we'll give it just a few minutes because we know that everybody is busy as well. So we don't want to keep you for long. If we don't see any questions, that's fine. You can always email us to them should you think of more questions later on. Ayan.
Okay. Sige. So actually, I think there's no more questions so far, but we are now going to be transitioning to a photo op. So if you do have any more questions, please feel free to contact again. Sorry, may pahabol.
Yeah, meron pala next. For the photo entries, is it possible to send just the electronic file of our entries and just have your office print them? Printing quality prints is a bit harder for those based in rural areas because of the ongoing restrictions caused by the pandemic we are now in. Very understandable, Nix?
Yes. So understandable naman to. So this question was from Sir Victor Quintanar. So if you if it's going to be sorry.
I have a question.
Ayan,
okay, Nonoy.
Yeah.
Ayan, we have live.
Good afternoon. Yo.
Sir Nonoy, can I ask you to turn on your camera before you ask your question?
Okay.
Thank you, Sir Nonoy.
Okay.
Sige, Sir
Good afternoon,
Nonoy.
everyone. Okay, I would like to ask a question because I'm not a journalist. I'm just only a hobbyist photographer. So I'm involved in this photo contest because somebody texted me to join in your contest. But how about us that we're not able to connected to some other newspaper publisher? How could we join in your contest? Kay sometimes my picture seldom lang napopost sa newspaper. So that's why what are some possibility that I can join in your contest?
Okay, Sir Nonoy, no. So for that one, as your entries can actually be qualified as long as it's been published by a certain news group publication. So even if you are a hobbyist, as long as na-publish po siya dyan sa mga yan, yes, you are qualified. Please do send that entry to us and we will feedback naman po sa inyo once napasok na po yung entry nyo.
Yes,
Yes.
actually, my first submission is during last year because my publication is asked me to submit in your Brightleaf journalism or contest. But my chances I know very small lang siguro dahil hindi ako connected sa maski anong publication eh. Tinatawag na nila ako tapos ginagrab lang sometimes ang picture ko, nag-aas ng permission. It so happen inquirer they ask some my pictures to local newspaper to grab it from my photos. So that's why nakasubmit ako sa inyo. Pero siguro ang chances namin maliit dahil hindi kami talaga connected sa mga malalaking sildam lang kinukuha yung picture namin eh. Yun eh.
Sir Nonoy, actually, in terms of chances, fair naman po tayo sa lahat because what we do, whenever we send your entries, yung mga entries nyo po lahat sa mga judges natin, anonymous po lahat yan. Wala po yan name or even publication. So, gina-judge po ng mga judges natin yan purely on the beauty of your photo and your relevance po nito sa times po natin right now.
So, even my photo will not going to publish, open lang yon. Makasubmit kami. Kailangan talaga i-publish talaga.
Yes. Kailangan po sila publish po siya ng publication. Para yun lang po, back-end po namin yun. But the judges won't see kung sino po nag-publish talaga.
Yeah. That's my point eh. Kasi hindi kami connected talaga sa mga newspaper eh. May isang grupo lang kami sa club na kinukuha ginagrab yung photo namin and then nag-aas lang sila ng photo namin na pwede i-publish. That's why may photo nakita yon last time. Sabi ng national, pwede mag-grab. So, i-grab lang without pay, without any benefits for me.
Yun.
So,
So yun,
that's
Sir
why,
Nonoy, no?
oh,
Yeah, please do send your entry as long as na-publish yan para sabi nyo nga, kinuha lang bigla. At least to, ma-reward naman namin kayo, ma-recognize namin kayo if ever mapili po yung work nyo. So yes, to answer briefly, yes,
even
you can
local
send.
newspaper, ha? Even
Yes.
local
Yes po,
newspaper.
yes po.
Yes po.
Just when you send po your entry, please make sure lang po lahat ng mga requirements na na-mention namin kanina are included. So to get back to those, sa lahat na na-mention namin kanina, please go to the website, www.brightleafawards.com. Ano po lahat ng requirement. And yes, don't worry, qualified yan as long as po na-publish yan.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Sir Nonoy.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you. Balik tayo dun sa question ni
Sir Victor Quintanar.
Yes, Sir Victor Quintanar. Thank you, Sir Nonoy. Please keep your camera off. We will answer Sir Victor's question.
Yes.
Can we
So,
print it? Ano na lang mag-print next?
Yes, definitely, no? So, alam namin gaano kahirap magpadala right now. So, yes, you can do that. Just send us the soft copy na high-res. Please note lang na kailangan nasa tamang certain size yon. So, kanina na-mention namin, dapat ang exact size natin para pag sinend nyo yan is, for a while, we'll just get back to that one.
Yes, kasi syempre madaming information kahit kami, nagsuscroll pa kami, huwag
Yes.
kayong magdala. We're also
Kailangan 12 by 18 inches yung soft file nun para ready to print siya para kami na po bahala mag-print para sa inyo.
Oo.
Okay, so Sir Victor, I hope that answers your question. And please do send in your entry para ma-qualify po natin siya.
Yes. All right. We also have one question from Sir Dindo Alaras. He is the station manager of Radio Pilipinas Sogod So. I hope I said that right. So that's from Leyte, and his question is, aside from winning, what are the objectives an entry should achieve? Of course, I think the objective of the whole competition is to honor the journalists and to get the Aggie stories out there. Kung ano yung Aggie stories na nakita nyo, we'd like to highlight them. We'd like to show the entire country that, hey, this is happening in Visayas, or hey, this is happening in Mindanao, in Luzon, or saang lupalop man yan, especially to our rural areas. Diba, Nix? Sana nasagot ko yung question.
Yeah, very important yun. No? Para, tama si Shaila, para maging well-aware lahat nationwide para sa mga issues and what's happening in your different regions.
Yeah, so we need stories
I hope that answers that.
that can help others be more aware of what is happening in some parts of the country. Ayan. So, masarap manalo nung the money, the MacBook. These are all good things, right? I mean, especially during the time that we are in, right? The season that we are in. But of course, for us at Brightleaf, apart from honoring you guys by giving you these cash prizes, it's really highlighting the stories of the agricultural sector.
Yeah.
May questions?
And to add lang, no? Actually, I just wanted to add, no? From the previous years that we've been handling Brightleaf, there was this one journalist who said before na, well, might as well send yung entry niya kasi one, tapos na naman yung entry niya, yung work nagawa na. So might as well just send it. So tama naman siya. So wala naman po mawawala pagka sinend niya. Kasi one, free naman siya.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very easy to join. So might as well po.
Yeah. We love your questions, guys. Maraming salamat. So, no more questions for now. So shall we get ready for our photo op? Because we'd like to... okay. Let's repeat the criteria next. Syempre may pumapasok pa. That's okay, guys. This is what we're here for. So we want to share with you guys the criteria. No?
Okay, so for the criteria, for print, so the criteria natin is relevance, impact, and objectivity are all 25%. Research is 15%. Style is 10%. So for print yon and online. For photos, composition and relevance is 40%. For creativity and impact, they're both 30%. And lastly, for photos, they're both 30%. For TV and radio, relevance and impact are both 30%. Objectivity and research are both 20%. So guys, these are actually very confusing numbers, and especially we just have a short time today. So please feel free to go to our website It's all there, brightleafawards.com. All the criteria, all the categories, all the requirements, and even the details of our secretariat are all there. So
Yes.
yon, feel free
Last question na
to
daw.
visit our site.
Last question,
Okay.
Nick, before we invite everyone for a photo op. Can we, Elmer Recuerdo is asking, can we send as many entries as we can?
Yeah. So yes, you can send as many entries as you can, but just to clarify it, a certain entry of yours, let's say a certain work na ginawa nyo, can only be entered in one category. So let's say you send an entry that qualified for different categories, our secretary will actually be getting in touch with you just to get final confirmation kung anong category gusto nyo siya ipasok.
Ayan. So madaming
Okay.
information. So sinabi ni Nick a while ago, he mentioned that you can see it all on our pages, especially our website. And of course, you can also replay this on Facebook and YouTube. It's showing there as well. You will find it there. If gusto nyo pa makita kami ni Nick, if di pa kayo nagsasawa sa amin, you can definitely click replay on the videos that we are showing this afternoon. So,
Yeah. So
last picture tayo.
Kaya?
We want to
yeah.
it's our way of keeping this memory alive in us na once upon a time, nag-live tayo at nagkita-kita tayo.
Yes, actually, yung pinaka nakakamiss sa Brightleaf, yun, in the previous years, pinupuntahan namin mga different locations, nami-meet namin kayo lahat live. Nakakamayan namin kayo, nakausap namin kayo. And I think this class picture is the least that we can actually do para ma-replicate yung feeling na yun.
Yes.
So, while everyone is being transferred to this room, ng mga nasa Zoom, just a reminder, once na transfer kayo dito, please turn on your cameras. You can stay on mute if you want naman din. And then later on, ipo-prompt namin kayo to wave to everyone para may magandang class picture tayo. Okay.
So please turn on your cameras. I see Mike Paul Marquez with his camera on. Mr. Elmer Recuerdo and his beautiful smile. PIA, Northern Samar, hello, Eileen Diaz and Teres, something, I can't see it na. The Capiz Times is also here. So, ayan, Victor Quintanar, hello, nice to see a face behind that question as well. Photos on, Negros Occidental, nandito din, maraming salamat. Waiting for everybody, okay. Sola Alarcon.
Miss Cherry Ann Lim, Sir Dindo Alaras, baka please turn on your cameras. Class picture lang po tayo ng mabilis.
Mabilis lang to. Quick and painless. Tara, Rojas City Coms, please turn on your cameras. Isang mabilis na hello lang dyan.
Ay, si Miss Cherry Lim daw pala, driving. Eh, Miss Cherry Lim, ingat po kayo. Sige po, ingat na. Be safe, better be safe. Okay? So, I think everyone who can turn on their cameras, naka-on na po. So, ganito po gagawin natin. On a count of 3, please wave to the camera with your most beautiful smile that kaya niyo po ibigay. And please hold that pose, do that pose na waving for mga 10 seconds para po makapture namin po kayo lahat. Okay? So, on a count of 3, please smile and wave to the camera. So, 1, 2, 3. Hi everyone!
Ayan.
Hello po dyan, yes.
Naman, di ba? So nice to see you all. Kahit minsan nagkita-kita man lang tayo, hindi nyo ma-feel na mag-isa lang kayo, that you are alone in your room. We're actually together. And with that,
okay.
I want to say thank you.
I think na-capture na natin yun, no?
Ayan, can we get a confirmation? Guys, please, may reaction bottom sa baba. Can you just show us how you're feeling today? If palakpakan ba tayo? Natatawa ba tayo sa ginawa natin ngayon? Gusto ba nating mag-celebrate? We just wanna see how you guys are feeling kahit through the emoji man lang. Ayan, may mga nagpapalakpak.
Good, heart. Si Sir Mike. Mapalakpak si Miss Anne and from PIA, Negros Occidental. Yan.
Diba? Lalo na yung mga ngayon lang gumamit ng Zoom. Ayan, congratulations. Marunong na po kayong mag-reaction sa Zoom. Congrats.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
And so with that, we'd like to close this event. That this concludes the Visayas Mindanao leg of the Brightleaf Awards virtual caravan. Maraming salamat, Visayas. We hope that you've been inspired to share with us the stories and images that spotlight the agricultural sector, because you know and we know that they really need to be highlighted, especially during this season. So this has been your host, Shaila, together, of course, with my partner.
Yes, I'm Nix again. And lastly, be safe and be well, everyone. Take care.
Take care.
Bye.